Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my thoughts on the series Mysterious Girlfriend X by Riichi Ueshiba. This is a vertical release. This series has 12 volumes in total, but were released in 2-in-1 omnibus format, so there are 6 physical releases, but 12 volumes in total. And it is very much split down the middle of each of these volumes and makes it clear where like volume 1 is and where volume 2 is in the omnibus. And what I like about the physical release is like the covers. I'm assuming this is the cover for volume 2 because it is very similar to the style of volume 1's cover here. So it looks as though you're not really missing out on any cover art because you're getting it all just on the front and the back, which is really nice. And all of them are like that. This is Vertical's smaller size release, same size as like Devil's Line, Ajin, Flowers of Evil, Flying Witch, that kind of thing. So these are kind of like little omnibuses. I really like them. I like the size. I think it works for this series. And this is a matte finish cover. The first 3 volumes have a lot of color pages in them, which is really, really nice. And they have like, it goes into the story with color pages, and then there's more in the center, wherever it is, wherever volume 2 starts, that's where there's more color pages. But yeah, so there's quite a few color pages in the first 3 volumes, and then the last 3 just have 2 color pages each, one at the start and one at the start of the volume that's in the center. But yeah, it's a pretty decent amount. I wasn't expecting that much. I honestly wasn't expecting any color pages, so it was a nice surprise. Physically, like this is it's not older. I think it's from like I don't know, maybe like 2012 or something. I could be completely wrong on that, but it's not a brand new series by any means. So this is when like Vertical was releasing like with the thicker paper for this size, not like Ajin or Devil's Line has that really like smooth paper. This is like just thicker paper, kind of like what was used in the Flowers of Evil. So it's a really nice release anyways, and pretty decently priced. I believe in Canada these are like $16 a volume or something, and they're 2-in-1s. So if you get a bit of a discount, they're really, really good price. Now into the story. If you haven't heard of Mysterious Girlfriend X, this is a seinen title, slice of life school romance from the boy's perspective, Akira Tsubaki, and then his girlfriend, Urabe. So she's a transfer student. She's a bit mysterious, as the title suggests. She doesn't really talk to anybody, doesn't want to, is very abrupt with people who do try to talk to her. One day, he goes to the classroom in the evening, and she is sleeping on her desk, like her head's on her desk sleeping, and there's drool all over her desk. He, for whatever reason, decides to stick his finger in her drool and then put it in his mouth and taste it. So this starts this romance between them that is that they're connected through her drool, or through their drool, I guess, because they kind of share each other's drool, but not through kissing though. Literally through putting their finger in the other person's mouth and then like tasting the person's drool. So what I got from this story was that you can have any type of relationship that you and your partner are comfortable with. It's very much, these are high school students, I believe they're 17. It's very much like exploring the idea of finding your own way to be in love, and to express that love. Urabe is very much of the mindset of like, we don't need to do those type of things that all these other couples do because we have our own way of doing things. We're connected in this other way that other people are not, We don't need to kiss or hold hands all the time to prove that we have a bond, because we have a bond in a different way. Um, it's really charming. Honestly, I put off buying this series for a very long time because I have a thing with saliva. It really grosses me out just on a general level, and I was worried that I would be really disgusted and just squirm and not be able to actually read this series. Um, it's not that bad. It really isn't. It's not gross, so I was fine. Um, the background characters in this series are just as likable. I really really enjoyed this. There wasn't a single character in this series that I hated. Um, Lots of other girls are introduced. This is kind of an ecchi, or it's listed as one on my anime list because there is a lot of nudity. Um, Not explicit nudity because they all just look like Barbie dolls. It's everything is smooth. There's no nipples. There's no like uh, genitals or anything. It's literally just like smooth skin all the way through, but a lot of nudity in that way. Um, yeah, it's interesting. It is supposed to be kind of salacious and like fetishy. That I like. That's the point. Um, but it's fine. Like it's entertaining. I love stories like this, like The Flowers of Evil, like anything by Inio Asano. I love stories that explore sexuality in a different way and explore kind of perversion and what society views all that as. This definitely delves into that kind of realm because these are two people who are sharing their drool with each other in a way that is very much a sexual thing for the two of them and very much a an arousing thing. Um, yeah, what I love is you can even tell just by these covers, and the author does explain this as the series goes on. This series ran for over 10 years, um, and it starts off with very dark art. Like she's really dark, really like mysterious looking, I guess you could say. And it kind of softens up throughout the series. There she is in a bikini. I love the artwork. The backgrounds are really, really nice. The characters are cute. I love the see like that's all they do is she just sticks her finger in his mouth. It's got drool on it. Hooray. Um, yeah, like you can see like the bus there is really nicely drawn. Um, there's just like there's some plants in the background there, the background up there. Like I love the sketchiness of the art. And I'll just pull volume 4 so we can show you the difference in what the characters kind of look like. Um, See, her eyes have gotten, they're a bit different. You can actually see them in quite a few different scenes. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I'll see if I can find a background. I'm trying, there's more nudity as the story goes on, so I'm trying not to find nudity. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this story. I was a bit surprised. It does feel, especially at the beginning, a bit episodic. Um, oh, here's like a. She also has scissors, and her talent is cutting things up with scissors. But I really like the sketchiness of like the motion and the fluidity of it. It just looks really nice. I really, really enjoy this mangaka's art. Um, oh, and here's the friend. His hair is very much like sketched in with like just looks like a pencil and you've sketched it in. I just really enjoy the differences in the characters' designs and stuff like that. Um, yeah, so the art for me is amazing. I really, really love it. The story is really good. It does start off kind of episodic of like each time they're going through their day and it ends with him tasting her drool and then like that's it. But as it goes along, you get to learn more about these characters, and like Urabe softens up, and you get to see her kind of grow in this relationship from being this person who wants nothing to do with anybody to being somebody who is adorable in a really mysterious way, I guess. I don't know. I like reading the author's notes in this story as well because he was saying like that um, this is he wanted to write a story, a romance from a boy's perspective because all girls are mysterious to teenage boys. She doesn't have to be this like quiet, reserved girl who has scissors that she cuts everything up with and wants you to taste her drool for a girl to be mysterious to a teenage boy. So that's all this is this boy trying to learn about his girlfriend, um, who just happens to have a few different quirks to her, but to any teenage boy, really, girls are a mystery. And that's what I really love about this. This is a coming of age story that has a bit of a twist to it. Um, and I just really, really enjoy it. Highly recommend it if you are into those kinds of stories. Um, yeah, I just really enjoyed it. If you're looking for like um, a cute romance, I honestly think this is a good one. There were times when I was feeling like this had like some shoujo-esque moments in it, when there were just some really cute scenes between the two of them. There are some other couples as well, some other friends that come into the mix and everything, and it's really really fun to read. It's really really sweet. Um, it's so cute. I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting it to have that many like actual kind of romance moments where I felt moved by their relationship. I was expecting this to just be like kind of smutty, honestly, because of the fetishistic nature of the baseline of this story. Um, but it really wasn't. I really, really enjoyed it, and I really hope that if you haven't already checked it out, that this has made you at least curious about checking it out. Um, yeah, you can read the first chapter on Kodansha's website, which is how I just read the first chapter there and then decided that I was just going to buy the whole series. Um, yeah, thank you for watching. If you've read this or have any questions about it, want to chat about it in the comments, definitely do. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Um, yeah, so Mysterious Girlfriend X, highly recommend checking it out. See you next time.